Celebrate our 39th independence and win 39 times over with Flow. Sign up now for any Flow service and get installed for only 39 cents. Plus, 39 lucky customers will win 39 days free service. Sign up and win today. Be part of the celebration. Flow. Watch, talk, click.
This is CC6 Newsnight Week in Review for February 4th to 7th, 2013. It was the week in which a juvenile anaconda snake about 2 years old was captured in St. Patrick. Ruling NDC says it is not ready to reveal evidence that the NMP campaign is being funded by Russians. New National Party says it will sign political code of conduct if one clause is removed. And in sports, GFA official says great things in store for development of youth football. Details when we return.
Why settle for less when you can see more with Flow? With Flow's digital video service, you get more channels, more customizable video packages, more flexibility with your personal video recorder, pause, rewind, and record your favorite shows. In other words, we give you more so you can really enjoy the bigger picture.
Flow, watch, talk, click.
It's a popular belief that all windows and doors are the same. But at St. Lou Metal, we know the difference. With true Grenadian craftsmanship and precision that gives the best quality and low guaranteed prices, you have a wide variety of windows and doors to choose from. Skylight windows, 2-half kitchen doors, aluminum doors with window inside and screen. We are the doors and windows people. St. Lou Metal, building number 19, Frequente Industrial Park. Call 439-6538.
Thanks for joining us. I am Samantha Williams. A 2-year-old juvenile anaconda snake was caught by some fishermen in St. Patrick over the weekend, and the reptile has since been sent to the St. George's University until authorities decide how to handle the situation.
The Fisheries Division of the Ministry of Agriculture is on the alert after a 7-foot juvenile anaconda was found in Grenada. The snake was found on Friday evening in the Lavera Bathway area in St. Patrick and is now being held at St. George's University. In an interview on Monday with Acting Wildlife Conservation Officer in the Forestry Department, Anthony Jeremiah, says that this anaconda, which is about 2 years old, can grow up to 30 feet long and can live for more than 10 years. He says there are 2 possible ways that the snake got into the country.
He can get here via sea current, wave action. As you know, Grenada is located close to the South American mainland, and these species are very common to the coastal of the continental shelf. So they can get up here due to drift, because of currents along our Atlantic coastline. And also, he can probably get here as an escapee from somebody who may have had it as a pet and probably got too big to manage, and they probably would have released it.
He says the anaconda is considered an invasive alien species and is of major concern to island ecosystems such as Grenada.
Invasive alien species can be anything, plant or animal, and this is a major component under the Convention of Biological Diversity, and we are to play our role in terms of taking care of invasive species, because they can have negative impacts on our natural ecosystems, and we need to manage them whenever there is a threat. The threat of the snake could be significant because this anaconda would be, there is no natural predators for the anaconda on Grenada, so the population can explode.
He explains what the snake is capable of.
They are constrictors. They strangle, because of their muscular potential, and that's how they feed. They strangle their prey, and they're very, very strong in muscles, and they can contract and kill. Human beings as well. But we're not going to view this in that serious light. It's still of concern to us, but we're just going to say, it can be a natural occurrence that the species here, as well as it can be an escapee from somebody who may have had it as a pet.
The snake is being held at the St. George's University and will not be released back into the natural environment, he says. The Forestry Department of the Ministry of Agriculture will be carrying out its own field investigations. Karima Lewis, CC6 Newsnight.
Members of the hierarchy of the NDC says they are holding some information they have about activities of their opponents very close to their chest as they await the outcome of a probe which they say has been undertaken by the relevant authorities.
The ruling National Democratic Congress says it is not yet ready to reveal the evidence it has about the Russian mafia funding of the opposition New National Party's election campaign, but will do so when the time is right. Addressing a media conference last week at its Tempe headquarters in St. George, NDC campaign spokesperson Faye Thompson says there is reasonable suspicion to support the allegations against the NNP.
Well, we leave that for the investigation to throw up. But it's hearsay. We hear it just as how other persons have said it and other persons have heard it. And, you know, if you move from $500 to now lots of money, then it's coming from somewhere. So let them say it's not there. They got it.
Public Relations Officer of the NDC, Glenn Noel, says the police has launched an investigation into the allegations, and as a result, the party will not reveal any evidence that it has.
In many investigations, one has to, at all times, sometimes, and the media knows that pretty well, you don't reveal your source. There are many reasons why you would not reveal your source on many issues. Let me just finish. Let me finish that point.
Big difference between revealing source and providing evidence. Because our sources usually give us the evidence that we can provide. So we can provide the evidence, but we're not going to reveal the source we're revealing.
Right. Well, listen, as stories unfolding, we break the initial part of the story. The matter is being looked into. We'll have a second press conference at the appropriate time to address the matter.
He says when the time is right, the NDC will provide the necessary proof to support what the party heard from its sources.
Let's wait and see. We will provide whatever proof or evidence when it becomes completely necessary. In other words, the issue of it is a strategic and tactical one. So the agenda of what you present when and how is in our call, not necessarily your call. You may want to see it, but let us wait, let us look, let us see what is unfolding.
In a recent rally in Tantin, St. George's, the NDC made allegations that the NNP campaign was being financed by Russian mafia, and a few days later, news also came out of the NDC camp that the police immigration department had held some Russians at a resort in the south. Checks by CC6 Newsnight with the relevant authorities, however, did not turn up any information on the Russians being in the country, and the NNP has denied that Russians are in any way involved in financing of the election campaign. Sherry Ann Noel, CC6 Newsnight.
The New National Party did not show up last week for the signing of a renewed political code of conduct, but an official of the party says they will sign if a specific clause is removed from the document.
Last week, Thursday, 4 of the 14 registered political parties signed the 2013 Political Code of Conduct initiated by the civil society grouping. One of the noticeable absentees from the signing, however, was the main opposition, New National Party. According to an official of the party, they submitted a written explanation for its non-participation in the signing ceremony. Political leader of the NNP, Dr. Keith Mitchell, addressing party supporters in Victoria St. Mark on Sunday, says while the party agrees with the code in principle, the clause that states they must participate in town hall meetings ought not to be a condition for the signing of the code.
We have not signed a code of conduct as initiated by the group of civil society. My friends, we as a party believe that we must do always what is right, not just what is convenient for ourselves or anybody else.
In 2008, the NNP signed the Political Code of Conduct just 1 week before the July elections and a full month after other parties.
The last election, someone who was managing the process for civil society on the code of conduct, the next day after the election, that person became the Minister of Education. We said, therefore, If someone wants to lead the process for civil society to observe fairly the process of election, that person must be above board.
Dr. Mitchell says Grenada should be put first, and the NNP has been doing just that despite not signing on to the code.
You have heard from the opposition to our party. You would believe that this is a 2008 campaign. We have heard nothing new. The same old propaganda and lies. The same character assassination. I hope the so-called civil society is listening. Mobelang, character assassination, an attempt to divide the society. My friends, NNP will not go down that road.
Campaign manager for the NNP, Kenny Lal Singh, says the party is willing to sign on to the political code of conduct once the clause is removed. Blossom Alexis Welsh, CC6 Newsnight.
When we return, Spicemas Corporation concludes payment of Carnival 2012 prize money.
Only one dishwashing liquid can do the job. Quicks is the expert in taking out the toughest grease easily. You know you can trust it. Quicks cuts grease better, full stop.
GTM wishes to advise its customers of its new toll-free office and fax numbers for our local offices. You can contact us at 800-4GTM. That is 800-4486. Alternatively, we can be contacted on telephone numbers 232-2351, 232-6456 or 232-0920.
GTM, song solid, reliable.
Digicel makes you smile. Free SMS, free international and local. Free magic number calls, extra credit when you top up 10 or more, and get rewarded for your top up. Digicel gives you more to keep you smiling. Get free SMS when you top up with $10. Magic number calls when you top up with $15. Free international once you top up with $20. Free local calls to all Digicel numbers. Extra credit for $30 or more. You get more. 10% bonus credit to do anything you want. Digicel makes you smile. Digicel, the bigger, better network.
Celebrate our 39th independence and win 39 times over with Flow. Sign up now for any Flow service and get installed for only 39 cents. Plus, 39 lucky customers will win 39 days free service. Sign up and win today. Be part of the celebration. Flow. Watch, talk, click.
Welcome back. It was with relief that Calypsonians, soca artists and mass band players received their prize money as the Spicemas Corporation was able to pay out remaining monies owed on Monday.
$444,000 in prize money was paid out to participants of Carnival 2012 after a long wait. The Spicemas Corporation on Monday paid out the sum at their office in the National Stadium. In an interview with CC6 Newsnight, Chief Executive Officer of the SMC, Jennifer Woodruff, says she's not sure why the money was not paid on time.
You know something, I didn't even ask. I just assumed that the government didn't have the money. And at this point, because it wasn't for the want of asking. We asked and the situation was explained. Look, it's tough. And luckily the artists, nobody made a fuss. They asked, they called in. And when told that there wasn't any at this point, but we're still working on it, they were okay.
She says she's, however, relieved that the participants are getting their money.
At this point in time, I feel very good that everybody's going to be getting their prize monies. And that has to be a good feeling at this point. But then again, we have to start thinking of 2013. But for this day, I'm celebrating. This is my independence. I am happy that at least we could be in a position where we can pay.
Soca artist Cassius the Hammer Moraine says it's a good feeling to have his prize money in his hand at last.
Around time like now, we should be preparing already for the coming carnival season, you know. So I'm kind of happy though that we get it, but could have been better, yeah. Right. So next time I'm just expecting it a little bit faster.
He says there should be more sponsorship in the carnival.
If they don't have money, it's because the sponsorship is weak, you know. So they say the show didn't generate enough money, and so if the sponsorship are bigger, or if we have more sponsorship on board, then I expect the Soca Muna going to be much bigger, you know.
Band leader of Legend Mass Band, Godwin Fleming, told CC6 Newsnight that he was not bothered much by the late payment.
I didn't really take it on much because I know somehow it'll come, right? So I just was cool, you know. Yeah. Maybe the bands would have bigger money, like to get what, and them Soca men would had big money, you know, would had problem. But we money doesn't be so we don't mind, you know.
He says, however, that he hopes 2013 will be better.
Scores of people were in their national colors in St. George's on Thursday with the holding of the annual Independence Parade. And as usual, members of the armed forces were one of the highlights of the afternoon's activities. Here's a look at what took place at the celebrations at the National Stadium.
At the conclusion of the march pass, we'll witness the trooping of the band.
The nation address told us how many percentage we had grown by, 1.1%, I think, which is significant in light of the times. And he talked about the future.
We have begun the process of economic and social transformation, bringing improvements to the lives of the Grenadian people. We have experienced tremendous gains in agriculture with an average growth of 10% over the past 3 years. This as a direct result of our farm labor support, equipment support, fertilizer, and our motivated farmers.
It is a normal practice on military parades that the most senior rank or the most senior official on the parade ground will inspect the parade. All the platoons here
Quick! March!
we all are celebrating.
We have been strong, and despite the many challenges, we were able to reach many milestones and to achieve many goals. Fellow Grenadians, as we observe 39 years of independence, it is instructive to pause and to reflect on the real meaning of independence to us as a people.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause for Innovation Grand Company.
Coming up in sports on 6, Woburn Sailing School secured its first major win at the Grenada Sailing Festival, United Insurance Workboat Regatta on Sunday.
Breeze removes stains in the first wash. The other detergents, not always. You have to wash it all again and use twice the amount. So, which one costs more? Do the math. Choose Breeze. Unbeatable stain removal.
Cool me down. Nothing can hard in my country. So I open a bakery. Hey, yes. Hey, in order that I should marry. When did you jump, soca? Friendliest people you'll ever meet. Wise man with black stone beside him.
Live on Community Channel 6 every Saturday, 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. It's Sound System Saturday.
Hello, I'm Chef Didier and welcome to Meals in a Minute, brought to you by the Baron Gourmet Collection.
Today we join Chef Didier on a culinary trip to China for a delicious sweet and sour chicken stir fry.
We start by simply branding a chicken breast in a hot pan with a little bit of oil. Add a little more oil to the pan and stir fry your fresh vegetables until barely tender. Then add a jar of sweet and sour sauce from the Baron Gourmet Collection with some fresh noodles and toss it until nice and hot. And now you are ready to enjoy your sweet and sour stir fry.
We hope we can inspire your next meal in minutes with the Baron Gourmet Collection. Baron, we make food tasty.
Welcome back. Good things are in store for the development of youth football in Grenada, as high-ranking officials of the Grenada Football Association says plans are in place to secure the future of the sport. Janelle Andrews has the details.
The Grenada Football Association says it is very optimistic about the year 2013 and beyond. The GFA, who is the local football governing body, is promising a packed year of football activities. Technical Director Lester Smith says great things are in the making for youth footballers.
We have women's football, we have youth development. Our under 15 girls and under 20 girls will be out this year to participate in the CONCACAF tournament. We have a long-term development plan for youth football. Our youth 15 boys will be out to train for 2015. So gone were the days where, 3 months before a tournament, we're preparing people for the tournament. Now we want to approach it like the Jamaicans do or the Trinidadians do. We have a long-term development plan so that if we start training the kids from 2013 for 2015, certainly they should be better off and we should be able to make a dent in our football regionally and internationally.
President Chenny Joseph echoed the sentiments of the technical director.
We strive towards excellence. We seek to promote football in an organized manner We have many things we have planned on our calendar for 2013, and therefore I anticipate that we'll be able to work closer in many of the other things.
The activities begin with several parish tournaments and training for all national youth teams. In sailing, the sailors of Woburn Sailing School, for the first time in the 20-year history of Grenada Sailing Festival's Workboat Regatta, took center stage during the event at Grandans Beach, St. George. Earlier in the year, Team Woburn promised that they will return with more boats and a stronger and more determined crew. They fulfilled this promise by bringing the largest fleet of 9 boats and also walked away with several records. Led by skipper Alan Noel, the team won first place in the senior and junior categories and finished second in the United Insurance National Team Sailing Final. Alan captured the United Insurance Skipper of the Year title and the coveted US $1,000 cash prize. Despite the weekend's bad weather and sea conditions, the spirit of the workboat sailors was sunny, and a competitive fleet of 25 boats from Guave, Petit Martinique, Sauters and Woburn were present for the activity. In addition, the regatta was filled with festivities that included music, local and traditional food and drinks, a fitness challenge from Fit for Life Gym, fireworks display, moko jambis and many fun and game activities. Organizers of the event say it was all to get the people in an independence celebratory mood.
Sailors competed with excitement last weekend in what organizers are calling 2 of Grenada's best tourism products, and the action was held in the south of the island.
The action heated up on Grandans Beach and the Camper Nicholson Port Louis Marina on Saturday and Sunday, when the Grenada Sailing Festival and Grenada Sailing Week committees staged their annual workboat regatta and sailing activity. Hundreds of supporters flocked the beach and the marina to witness the activity as local and international sailors competed for many attractive prizes. Chairman of Grenada Sailing Week, Mark DeCall, spoke with Sports on 6 about the event.
There's all the facilities are here in Grenada, and we want people to know that. So it's partly a marketing tool to get people in, and also to develop sailing as well. You know, there are people here who are doing a little dinghy racing and that kind of thing. There's a chance for them to get onto the bigger boats and to go out. You got Sam Goodchild, who grew up here sailing on lasers and so on, and now he's racing open 40s around the world with a Grenada flag on his back, and he's winning these races, and that happened here. And events like this, compared to the events he does, very, very small, but it's a stepping stone.
He commended the Grenada Sailing Festival team for the work done over the years in making that aspect of the Sailing Festival a success, and said the 2 activities are encouraging for sailors in Grenada.
Celebrate our 39th independence and win 39 times over with Flow. Sign up now for any Flow service and get installed for only 39 cents. Plus, 39 lucky customers will win 39 days free service. Sign up and win today. Be part of the celebration. Flow. Watch, talk, click.
Recapping the headlines, it was the week in which a juvenile anaconda snake about 2 years old was captured in St. Patrick. Ruling NDC says it is not ready to reveal evidence that the NMP campaign is being funded by Russians. New National Party says it will sign political code of conduct if one clause is removed. And in sports, GFA officials say great things are in store for development of youth football. That brings us to the end of CC6 Newsnight Week in Review for February 4th to 7, 2013. Top stories from CC6 Newsnight can also be seen on our Facebook page, Flow Community Channel 6. On behalf of the news team, I'm Samantha Williams, thanking you for joining us.